Okay, we're back.
Hey everyone, we had some technical difficulties. We were on the wrong page, so now we're here. Hopefully you guys are here with us. I'm Liz.
I'm Michaela.
We're on the creative marketing team. I used to do all the painting for As You Wish, all the samples and stuff. I currently don't do that anymore. I am the director of marketing, but I'm really excited to paint with you guys tonight. So we're gonna jump right in and get started since we're running a little bit behind.
Sorry about that.
Okay guys, thanks for tuning in.
Okay, so let's flip back down and get this party started.
All right, that's good. Okay guys, so we jumped a little ahead. We're gonna start with our tracing pattern and our tissue paper. And we're gonna line up the tissue paper on the left corner. Just like that. And then you guys are gonna take your pencils and trace the lines from the pattern. Yes, Amy, we're gonna hook you up. You're a wisher at heart. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes to trace. And then when we're done with that side, you're literally gonna flip the tissue paper over and trace the other side so that it creates that laurel half circle shape.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get you back lined up there, sis.
All right, so let me know how you guys are doing since I got ahead of you on this step. Keep me posted on how the tracing's going and when you guys are about through that part so we can move on. Okay, Deb has a question. How often are we going to be going live? And how will we know what kit to buy to paint live with you? Can you see the comments? I can't see the whole comment. We're still trying to get all of our technical stuff situated here so we can answer comments. Deb, I can only see part of your question. We, for now, are going to try to go live every Friday night. And we're going to have a new project each week for you guys. Michaela, I think, knows the details a little bit more about when you'll be able to order the stuff and like when you can pick up the kits, but the kits will be the same as they were for tonight, where they include the traceable, the tracing paper, the instructions, the paint colors, all that kind of stuff. And we'll definitely be posting about it on social media regularly so you guys can stay up to date with us.
There we go, got it.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, see more. Okay, so paint live with you if you desire. Okay, so yeah, so like she said, we're gonna have the kits and they're gonna go live beginning of next week, guys, and we're gonna have another beginning technique, kind of like what we're doing right now. And then we'll also have some class kits, and those will just be available to pick up and paint at your own leisure. So we're super excited to launch some new stuff for you guys to do at home.
Hey, Sierra.
Oh, yeah.
We're glad you're here.
All right. Is everybody caught up to where we're at? Do we have the leaves traced on both sides of our tissue paper? Are we good? I think we could keep tracing.
Okay, so you guys keep working on that. If you are still tracing the leaves, that's okay. I'm gonna move on to the next portion. So I'm gonna do the moth body.
And we want to center it on our leaves.
No, I don't think necessarily. It might be a little bit easier if you guys do center it on your leaves, but really you can kind of move it and place it as you see fit. It doesn't all have to be, you know, you can adjust your tissue paper to place things where you want to place them. So I'm going to work on this half first. And if any of you guys missed, which most of you guys probably did miss because we were on the wrong channel, how to do the flipping of the tissue paper, I'll show you guys.
I kind of love that we're painting the Luna Moth bowl tonight because the Luna Moth is all about like seeking your light no matter what, and just like in the darkness, just finding the light. And we all kind of need a little bit of that right now.
We're all trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, guys, if you have any questions as you're going along, we'll be here to answer all of your questions through comments.
Yeah, and chime in and let us know where you guys are painting with us from. What cities are you in?
Yes.
Awesome, Deb. We're excited. I'm glad you're going to paint with us next time.
I love this song.
I feel like Michaela loves mostly all songs.
That's also very true. I guess I couldn't have like put music on and not jammed along. It's kind of hard for me not to. Plus, you're doing the fun parts.
That's true.
Yeah. So, jamming is all I got.
We'll take it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Amy's repping Atlanta hard. We wish we were there too.
What'd she say?
Soon. She said she wishes we were there.
Oh, us too. We were supposed to go to Atlanta and visit our friend Amy, but our trip got canceled.
Yeah. It's all right. It got postponed.
That's right. Okay, guys, so I have traced the left side of the moth body, and now what I need to do is flip the tissue paper over, line up the moth body, and retrace the left side again. So I'm looking at the back of my tissue paper here.
Watch your circles on the bottom there.
And you guys will realize that it may not line up perfectly, and that's totally okay.
Yeah. Oh, Jamie is painting in New York with wine. All right, sis.
Hey, Jamie.
Pour one out for us.
Please, I've got coffee here because we're going to be up past my bedtime tonight.
Yep. Kate tuned in. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Kate.
We miss you. I can't wait to see your version of it, too. Did Julia say if she's painting? She's here in Phoenix.
She said she doesn't have any painting supplies, and that's why I was reminding her where she could pick some up.
What the heck, Julia? We're here for you. All right, Lexa's tuning in from Chandler.
Awesome. We're in Chandler.
Represent. Kate misses us too. Thanks for the validation, sis. Appreciate you.
It's been a long, long time since we've seen you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Julia's here because the new baby is on
Yes,
the
congratulations, Grandma.
That's so exciting. Very fun. All right, Aubrey from Phoenix is watching too. Hey, sis. Y'all, when you're done with yours, don't forget to take pictures and tag us because we definitely want to see
everybody's version.
Yeah. Amanda's in Gilbert. We got the whole valley tuning in right now.
Yes, I love it.
I got it.
Okay. All right, so I've finished that part. How are you guys doing on painting? How's the, or tracing rather? Are you getting it? I'll be honest with you guys, when I first read through the directions, I was a little confused. So let me know if you're having any trouble.
Sorry, I'm failing you on the comments there.
That's okay. Puneet says she's so excited for this class. Best quarantine gift.
Yay.
Yay, we're glad we could help. All right, and then I am going to trace my star on. Like I said, it doesn't have to be laid out the way the design is because we're going to do it in pieces.
Yeah.
So you can put your star and your moons pretty much anywhere on the sheet, just as long as it fits. Yuriana says, good, you're doing good on tracing. Cool. My moons.
Moon baby.
Let's see, where can I fit these guys? I'm gonna fit these guys down here. And then same thing again, since we need 2 moons on this one, I'm gonna flip it over and then trace the moons again. Oh, I'm running out of space. All right, I can make it work.
Okay, so we had a question. Did you get that?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so Panit asked, so did you trace half on one side and then the other half on the other side of the tracing paper?
Yes.
Just for the moth or another picture too?
For the moth and for the flowers. So for this part also. And I know it's really hard to see, especially because it's on both sides, but can you guys kind of see how when we flip it over, this is on the underside, this is on the top side?
So flip it over so she can see what's on the other side.
So it's basically just a mirrored image on the other side.
Yeah.
So it should essentially create a whole picture for you. Does that help?
Let us know if that wasn't clear enough and we got you. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to catch up on tracing. Does that sound good?
Okay.
I don't wanna get ahead of everybody.
Yeah. While they're catching up on tracing, should we show them the next beginning technique class
Sure.
for anyone that's on right now?
We're excited. This is so
Yay.
pretty.
So Lulu did this modern Monstera Deliciosa plate for you guys. So she'll be doing the live next Friday for you and leading you through this one step by step. And we did some color blending and all kinds of fun stuff.
I really like these
Yes.
colors that she used. She mixed some stuff and toned everything down. I think it looks really awesome. So we're gonna be doing this one live next Friday.
Yes.
Do we know when the kits will be ready for them to pick up?
The kits will be ready for them to pick up on Thursday of next week.
Okay, and it's not live yet, so you guys can't sign up. Like we're still trying to
Catch up.
shift, and move everything over into the digital space. So we
Yeah.
promise to let you guys know as soon as this is available to sign up.
Okay, so really quick, she just had a follow-up question, and she said, and when you flip the page to draw the moon, do you have to still kind of make the mirror image?
Yeah, you want. So I have one of the moons over here, and then the other moon over here, and I did the same mirroring technique, so I get them both ways, because you're gonna have both of the moons
I got this in here.
this way. See, so you do want to have a mirrored image of the moons. And yes, I believe that the video will be available to watch after
Yes.
we're done going live.
Yes.
So here is my sample. So yeah, we have the mirrored images of the moons there.
Cool. Once we trace it too, I feel like you'll start to see it transfer and you'll see both sides of the design, and that will help a lot. Kate thinks that the new class is very pretty. Yuriana thinks it's pretty. Amy said, love that. So
Yay.
good, Lulu. Lulu said so pretty. Okay, sis. Okay. Sierra loves it. Thanks, girl. Can't wait for you to sell those things. All right, awesome.
Awesome. We're excited you guys are
Yeah,
excited.
we're glad you guys like it.
We're gonna paint along too.
Yeah.
That one looks like a fun one.
Yeah, I definitely need it. I'm quite the plant lady, so I definitely need that one in my house. Okay.
All right, so now I'm gonna show you guys how to transfer the pattern onto the pottery. So the first thing that we're gonna do, I believe, is the flowers. I need to be diligent about reading the worksheet.
You did write it, too.
I did, so I should know what's happening, but I'm gonna read along for the sake of camaraderie here.
Ooh, Panit just got a Monstera. Yes,
Nice.
Queen. Okay.
Michaela's been dying for one.
I have a small one. I want a big daddy, though. for sure.
Okay, so we are gonna start with the flowers.
Okay, sweet. I can be your lesson plan captain
for
if
you
you
guys.
need me to.
And then this part might get a little bit tricky since we're working on a rounded surface. But we're gonna do the very best we can. So I'm gonna get this situated on my bowl where I like it. And then if you guys have masking tape at home, you can tape it down. I'm not going to, just for the sake that some of you guys might not be working with masking tape, and that's okay. It'll still work out just fine. I might, you know what, I'm gonna try my hardest not to tilt my bowl towards me, but I might have to, and I hope that I don't pull out of the frame so you guys can still see what I'm doing. But you're gonna take your marker and you're gonna trace over the pencil lines that are drawn there. And what's gonna happen is the marker is gonna bleed through the tissue paper and transfer the design onto the pottery. So then we have a guide as we're painting.
Yuriana, do you have a Monstera? You said Lucky. Do you not have one? What's your plant game like? Also,
You guys woke to the plant stand?
Yeah, are you in Arizona? Because if you are, sis, I know where you need to buy your plants. Best prices in town.
And just a huge selection.
Oh my gosh. And there's a nursery dog, Bentley. And he's so cute. And that like makes it like 10 out of 10 experience, obviously. Who doesn't love doggos when you're shopping for plants?
Who doesn't love doggos all the time?
True. Oh, you're in Arizona? Okay, cool. So there's a place called the Plant Stand, and they are in Phoenix. I believe they're on Southern. And like 20th Street. They're on Southern. Look them up. They're in Phoenix. It's not too far down. And yeah, they have literally every single plant you could imagine. And they do lots of sales, like daily sales and stuff. I mean, during normal times. I don't really know what's happening there right now. They have DoorDash for plants, actually.
Nice.
They do Postmates for plant delivery before.
Yeah, they were doing delivery for a while.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
Sis, you could hop on and get a Monstera like tomorrow.
Delivered right to your door.
To your door. Oh, she said, oh, nice. Okay, cool. So once you get that plant, and then you'll paint the Monstera plate with us next week, and then we got to see a picture of the two together because that's just going to be so cute. Oh, Panit got hers from Home Depot. True.
Nice.
Home
yeah,
Depot's
we see them there sometimes.
The plant stand actually supplies a lot of the local Home Depots and Walmarts, so you're getting the same goods. I could talk about plants all day, so if you guys have any questions about plants, throw those in the comments. How you doing, Lizzie?
Good.
Good.
It's a little tricky,
Awkward.
but we're making it work. How are you guys doing?
Good. Amy's wondering if I get a cut from the plant
No,
stand.
but
I wish. Sponsor me. Tag them and let them know we're here. We've actually bought plants from them for classes here before.
Yeah, like when we do painting plants and stuff.
Yeah. Stacy wants Melissa to know the fun is going on right now. Ooh, Panit built a vegetable garden.
Nice.
Sis, good timing. You'll need all that fresh produce right at home. Kate said promo code MJ's Plant Stand.
Kate has a mean vegetable garden too.
Yeah, she does.
I want to come over to her house for dinner.
I know.
Okay. So I got the one side traced down, and now I'm going to trace the other side. It's gonna take just a little bit of adjusting. We just wanna make sure that our stem points meet. That'll work.
We're making it happen. Hayden said, hi guys, looking great, Liz.
Hey, Hayden.
Guys, Hayden's the manager at our Desert Ridge studio. She's so magical and awesome. So if you guys are lucky enough to paint there, make sure you say hey to her. Hey to Hayden.
Hey to Hayden. And then we have Sierra here from
Sierra's
Norterra, who's also just magical and amazing.
Yes.
You guys should definitely go paint with her sometime.
I love Sierra. Okay, who else is? Oh, Yuriana said it's coming out so good.
Nice.
All right. All right, Kate said it's still so cold. Oh yeah, we forget. It's like, beautiful here right now. We call this patio weather, which is a very short time in Arizona. But yeah, it's cold there. So she said the seeds are starting under lamps. All right, get those little seedlings going.
Where's Kate at? Up northern New York? Yeah.
Amy says she wishes she could paint with Sierra. She really is so magical.
Amy, you would love her.
Amy, next time you're in Phoenix, we'll just have a big giant paint party with all our wishers.
Wish gang.
Yeah.
That'll be your induction to the Wish
to
fam.
the honorary Wish fam. That's right.
Yeah, if you guys are looking for other pottery painting inspiration, you guys should definitely check out Amy's work. She's awesome.
Amy, y'all. Sierra.
We're not getting a cut from her either.
Yeah. Sierra says, OMG, I'm gonna cry. Oh man, you're so silly. Oh yeah, Amy, where's my promo code at? And Kate, Splatter Studio, shout out.
Yes.
Shout out.
Yes. Kate's been doing some fun stuff too.
For real. Some cutie little read and go kits too. Super fun stuff. I love the fence pockets you made, Kate, with out of clay. The hand-built ones you did. Yeah, they're so precious. I wish I had a house and a picket fence. So I could hang one of those.
Sorry if my big head's getting in the way.
Amy Savage, I'm just trying to keep everybody entertained. She said, it's, quote, MJ, I'm going to need you to be quiet for just 15 minutes, okay? That's my promo code.
Oh, man.
I may or may not be just downing coffee as we go here, guys. I'm trying to stay awake. And I'm not painting, so we'll just chat everybody through this.
We should have had you paint along too.
I know, I should have.
Next time we'll have you do it too.
Yeah. Yeah,
we had a hard enough time, setting up the technical side of this tonight. So now that we've figured it out, we'll be good for next time.
Yeah. Amy said it's a throwback to California. Just keep talking. Kate said, thank you. It's so easy. I'll send you a template. Oh, you angel. I would love that.
Okay, guys. So I just want to show you. I've completed tracing both sides of the flowers, and it transferred the design right onto the pottery. It looks awesome. So now I'm going to go ahead and trace on the moth.
It looks really good, sis. Great job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Lulu said, OMG, yeah, Monstera painting party. Yeah, we're going to make it happen next week, Lou. We'll paint with you. It might be a little bit painful for my confidence, but everybody can paint, and that's what I just have to remind myself. I just do a lot of the planning behind the scenes, guys. I'm not the paint to pottery person.
No, but you come up with tons of ideas.
I'm the idea man, that's right.
Okay, so as I'm putting my moth down, I'm realizing I'm gonna have a little bit of overlap here, and you know what, that is totally fine. So if you guys are finding yourself in the same situation, don't worry about it. We are going to make it work.
Yep. Sierra said that her and Tara want to do the Monstera leaf class.
You guys should.
You really should. You really should. And obviously take pictures of yours too, because we want to see yours. Lulu, make it fun. Don't stress it.
Exactly. We got this. No stress here, sis.
Yeah.
We are going with the flow.
Sure are. We went live on the wrong page the first time. It's
No
fine.
big deal.
It's fine.
No problem.
We'll show them our cute anniversary shirts at the end
Yeah.
so they can see what they're in for. Hayden said, wait, me too, I'll join. Okay, guys, but we might have to FaceTime because we're supposed to, like, you know, social distance. So it'll be like a virtual paint party via Facebook Live and FaceTime at the same time. How about that?
Are any of you wishers painting tonight?
Yeah, who's painting
Sierra,
tonight?
Hayden? You guys painting or just watching?
Lulu said she's painting.
Oh, good.
Hayden's just watching.
That's okay.
Yuriana's painting. Whoop, whoop.
Nice.
Sierra says we're doing shipment. LOL.
You should see the pile of shipment that's here.
Puneet said not yet because kids. LOL. Hey sis, we get it.
That's okay. It'll
One-
be up there for you so you can go at your own pace.
There you go. It'll be better.
Yeah.
And then Lexa's painting. All right.
Nice.
Hayden is painting a deviled egg plate to look like chocolate covered strawberries. Okay, that
Cute.
sounds adorable.
I want to see that as a sample.
Yeah, can you tag us in that when you're done, Hayden, so that we can show everybody? Because that sounds real cute.
D-Ridge has really cute samples.
I know, they do really good. Hayden painted a super cute sample of the cactus chip and dip. We'll have to post it so they can see.
Yeah.
It's so cute. She did a great job, and she has some specialty glazes. Beautiful. Daisy's painting right now. Daisy from Tempe.
Nice.
She's painting along. Sherry tagged Audra. Are y'all painting too? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Hayden said, I think it was a sample or a customer piece somewhere. I can't take all the credit for this one, but I'll send the pics. Thanks, guys.
Love it.
Ugh. Lulu says great jams. I know, right? It's really hard for me to
80s
not
never
whistle.
fails.
Oh yeah, it's good. I whistle too loud, so for the sake
So
of you
she's not
guys at
gonna.
home, I'm not gonna whistle as much as I can anyways.
Okay. So there is my moth
All
body.
right.
I need to add the center star, so I'm gonna do that. And I might need to make mine slightly smaller to fit.
Because
So
of some spacing there.
yeah, so I'm gonna take my pencil and I am just going to make this a little bit smaller.
Cool.
And if you guys need to do the same, you can. If yours is fitting, just rock and roll.
Sometimes we gotta improv, guys. So she's just drawing the same shape within that star shape and just kind of leaving, like, you know, a quarter of an inch, eighth of an inch halo around it. So that way it's a little bit smaller, but the same exact shape.
So now let's see how that fits. Yep, that works.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Oh, you had a regular Sharpie?
Yeah.
I don't know where she went.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. Here goes. So we're just gonna center that baby right above the antenna of the moth. And trace.
Kate, are you painting yours on, are you still there, Kate? I don't know if you're still there, but if you are, let us know if you're painting yours on a bowl or if you did something different to improvise. You too, Amy. Did she say?
She said she was painting the Victorian, but from BI.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Similar, probably?
Yeah. I also have to scale down my moons a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do the exact same thing that I did with the star and just kind of follow along on the inside just to make it slightly smaller.
Kate, Kate, you are doing it on the same bowl? Nice.
And then
I love this shape so much.
I'm going to try to make this neat so I can
Do it double time, baby.
use the lines I just drew.
As a reference?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, good idea.
So my moons are still similar. All right, let's see how this goes. I think it might be altogether a little bit too long.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna toss out the transfer and
right.
I'm gonna freehand it. So I hope that you guys are feeling as brave as I am tonight.
Like a little semicircle and then a edge of a circle inside of it. Is that drawing skills? Okay, it's on the Dunkin' pasta bowl, actually.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
And then we've got little
Lulu said, love it, do it.
shiny spots. Yeah.
Oh, you need your lesson plan, I'm sure.
Sure, I just want to give everybody a minute to
to
kind
catch up.
of, yeah. How's everyone doing that's painting along? Are you guys still transferring? Are you ready to move on? How are we doing?
All right, so you're gonna need mellow yellow first.
Yeah, the Sharpie will fire off in the kiln, so you won't see any of the Sharpie lines or any of the pencil lines. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on to the painting portion. The first thing we're gonna do is take the mellow yellow paint. So that is our lightest, most neutral looking color. We're gonna paint 2 messy coats of mellow yellow on the moth's head, body, and wings. So I definitely, yes, want to use the sample as a reference.
Can you guys see it a little bit too? There we go. Nice.
You guys should have a picture too on your
Lesson plan.
Yeah, that'll definitely help. So, okay, just want to make sure I paint Moth's head, body, and wings.
Okay, and then she adds the pumpkin pie and the fudge on top later. Okay.
So you guys notice that the background of the bowl is black and we're painting all of the color pieces of the design before we paint the black. So you don't need to be extremely meticulous about staying within the lines because the black will eventually cover that up. So if you accidentally go out of the lines, get a little bit too liberal with your solution, we'll be able to kind of correct that with the black once we get to that step.
Yep.
When you're inside the moth's body, you want to be a little bit more careful because there is no black on the inside. So you want to kind of try and keep the sections as separate as possible, except the whole entire
wings.
The whole entire moth
is mellow yellow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's all right. You know, in our defense, this is our first time. Well, I'm not even painting, but it's your first time painting it, just like everybody else's. So we're rolling with it.
Figuring it out together.
That's right. It's about to be a really good song.
So you guys will notice too, I like to load my brush up pretty heavy with paint, and how I do that is I hold the brush perpendicular to the plate, so where the tip of the brush bristles are touching the plate, and I kind of like tap it down so that it picks up a whole bunch of paint, so that way it goes a long way, and it doesn't ever really get super dry. And you guys will notice it'll start to like kind of flake up. That means you need to load your brush a bit heavier so that your strokes are just nice and smooth.
We got a little LL Cool J happening right now.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give that just a minute to dry, and then I'm gonna add my second coat.
All right, anybody have any questions? Everyone doing okay?
You know, I wish I could see everyone.
I know. That's the downside of this. We don't get to see everyone. That's why we're doing it.
I know.
That's all right, though. We're still having fun.
Of course.
Yeah. And then just so you guys know too that are watching, Liz runs the Facebook and for As You Wish, and I run the Instagram for As You Wish. So if you guys ever have any questions, we're the people behind the screens, and feel free to shoot us a message and ask anything that your heart desires. We're happy to help you guys out and yeah, hang out, chat.
The studios have been a little bit overwhelmed with phone calls lately, so we thought we'd let you guys know that if you're, you know, like having trouble getting through to a store, or you just have a general question or something like that, we can definitely help you out on Facebook or Instagram.
All right, so Amy said her dinner's ready. Hopefully Elaine made something really good. She didn't say that, but she said she just started painting the black background and you love it. Dang, girl, you were quick.
Ooh, send pics. I want to see.
She said thank you for the class, Liz and MJ, and the awesome design, Lulu. Love y'all.
Awesome. Thanks, Amy. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's late. Have a good night. Enjoy your dinner.
Yeah, we love you too, and can't wait to see your bowl or plate when you're done. Is it Victorian a bowl or a plate?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, can't wait to see it. She said she got started early. Oh.
I don't blame ya. It's late over there.
It is.
Okay, so coat 2 down. I am ready to move on to my next color. So it looks like the next step is to, oh, nope. I didn't do the crescent moons and the stars, so I gotta do that. I'm gonna need a little bit more paint on my palette. So, and also you guys, in the lesson, you'll see that it has a recommended brush for you. If you feel more comfortable using a different brush, like I don't think I feel super comfortable painting cause I had to scale down my star and my stars and moons. So I think I'm gonna grab a liner brush to start with, just to get that shape, and then I'll go back and fill it in with the round brush. Okay. And then also, if you guys ever pencil onto your pottery, I always find it best to kind of rub it like this. And I know that that's kind of scary because it makes it look really dirty, but like I said before, the pencil will all fire off, and you want to kind of break up the graphite because sometimes if you have a heavy amount of graphite on your pottery and you paint over it, the graphite will repel the paint, and it won't adhere to the pottery there. So we want to just kind of rub that down to make sure that there's not like a heavily concentrated area of graphite there, and then we can paint.
Great jam. Is anyone else listening to their own music? If so, let us know what you're listening to. Yeah. Just for the sake of this song, I hope you're not, because this is a great bop right here, but we want to know. Lulu said too close to the mic.
Is that MJ yelling?
Am I yelling? Am I being too loud? Or is it the music that's too loud? Let me know. I can't tell. Christina said not at all. Thank you. Oh, Lulu said snapping too close to the mic. Oh, sorry. Christina's got my back. She said I wasn't too loud.
Alright.
Lulu loves the jams, so thanks for your approval. That's good.
Alright, and then I'm going to take my round brush and I'm going to go in and add my second coat, since I don't need to be quite as careful there. And remember, this is one of the pieces of the design that we're going to close out with black, so if you, again, get out of the lines a little bit, it's totally fine.
Sierra said these are the jams she listens to when she's glazing and loading.
Nice.
Can't blame you.
I used to live in Long Beach, and there were some really sweet 80s clubs in Hollywood that me and my friends used to go to. And so every time I listen to 80s music, I think about going to Club Beat It and Club Bop. That's what they were called. One was on Saturday and one was on Sunday, and it was like the thing to do when we were between the ages of 18 and 21 and, you know, like couldn't go out and stuff. We loved going dancing to 80s music. It was a lot of fun.
That's fun. Yeah, Sierra, we usually have a lot of 80s jams happening at the warehouse. Between Lulu, myself, and Liz, it goes down pretty often. For sure. Using the liner brush for the little stars.
Yeah. And we'll just add a little bit more paint. So we just want to make sure we've got a couple good coats of paint on each part of this. Now I need to grab Old Yeller and medium round brush, same brush. And I'm not sure if we're supposed to clean our brush off here, but I'm not going to, because we're adding a little bit of like shading almost. So I think it's okay if it blends a bit.
Is the Old Yeller just going in the background there?
I think so. This is how I'm interpreting it. Lulu, am I doing this right?
Brianna says she loves painting and asked if we've watched the movie Old Yeller.
Yeah, we've seen it.
So it's not as happy as the paint color is.
So you guys see how I kind of blended it a little bit? I started with the Old Yeller and I kind of added it onto the outer edge of the crescent moon, but then I even came back in with the mellow yellow so that it almost gives it like a little bit of a blended effect.
Lulu said that's totally correct.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. So I think we need to do the same to the stars. Am I correct?
Yes.
Oh, no, moth wings.
Oh, okay.
So maybe like that.
Kinda like
and then
adding...
I'm gonna come back in with the and sort of blend it. I'm gonna come back in with the mellow yellow and sort of blend it a little bit.
Just kind of adding some definition to it, so it's not so like one
dimension.
note. Yeah. Maddie's here. She says, Lulu, the design is so cute.
Hey, Maddie.
Tara says, hi all, I hope my Tempe peeps are having a good time.
Hey, Tara, we just saw you.
I'm glad you made it home safe, sis. All right. Tara's an employee in our Tempe studio, and she's super duper awesome and quite the team player. So she was over here in Chandler today, holding it down and packing to-go orders.
Working a long day.
Yeah.
All right, so I added another layer of mellow yellow, which it's totally up to you guys if you want to do that, just to kind of blend everything together.
Lulu said it's supposed to be like the moon is lighting the wings. That's what the shading is adding.
Do you guys feel like I'm achieving that here? I think I am.
I think so too.
Cool. Okay.
All
right, what's next? Use a small round brush and paint 2 coats of What a Yolk on the star above the moth's head. All right, so I'm gonna rinse my liner brush, and I think I'm gonna use that for this step. And just like how we did the other stars in the crescent moon, we're just using a different color. And I'm gonna start sort of in the center of my star since we've got to pull out to some points here. And my brush is kind of loaded with paint. So I'm gonna use light pressure to pull those lines out and try to make them as pointy as I can.
When you're using a liner brush, the more you're pushing down onto the pottery, the wider your line is going to be. So if you kind of lift away from the pottery as you're moving out to that point, that'll help get that nice like fine tip on there.
All right, so that's good practice too, to see if you can get those nice pointy lines. But again, same thing with this star, is we're gonna come in with the black and block all this out so we can sharpen up those edges. Okay. So if you guys aren't totally happy with how they're turning out, don't worry. Have any of you guys taken like an in-person painting class with us before?
Oh yeah, I'd be curious to know.
Yeah, and like, what do you think about this
versus that?
Yeah, like when things you know get back to normal, like would you like to see this as an option
again in the stores where they can hang out with us while we paint it?
Or more lives, more paint-alongs.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, more lives, yeah.
I know somebody did ask if we were going to repeat this class once we, you know, we're back to having people in the studio, to which I'm not sure if we're going to or not.
Yeah. Lulu has so many great ideas already planned.
All right, so we just want to make sure we have at least 2 good coats of paint on this yellow star here.
Cool. Our friends said yes, they're doing good. Everything's going good, and they would love to have more live classes.
Awesome.
Hayden loves the videos, and it allows the customers the freedom to paint at home or on their own time later.
And at their own pace. It's nice. I mean, those of you guys painting along live with us, but like if you watch it after, you can kind of pause it and, you know, work at your own pace, which is nice.
Totally. And fast forward through me talking about plants for 5 minutes, so sorry about that.
Or snapping or whistling too loud.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Ooh, Pat Benatar is my favorite.
Ooh. This is one of Lizzie's like karaoke go-tos, I feel like.
Oh yeah. We should go live and do karaoke for everyone.
Right?
Okay, so now we're gonna take our detail brush again, so rinse that, and then we're gonna paint the antenna, the line across the moth's head, the underwings, and the flower petals with 2 coats of pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah, Tara just commented and great reminder. She said if there are 6 or more that want to do this as a private class, we can do it, and that is so true. We can always set up private classes from any past design at a day or time that works for you when things are normal and we're open for classes. And yeah.
Just have to have 6 people.
Yeah, prepay and we got you. I've got more palettes for you too, Liz, if you need to switch at any point. Christina said the great part about Lulu's pieces is that they are so easy to follow along either in class or online. And with the great music and example, I feel like it's just as fun at home.
Awesome.
All right.
That's really great to hear.
I'm glad you're having fun, Christina.
Honestly, you guys, I'm really enjoying painting this design too. This feels great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lulu.
Yeah. I'm jealous sitting here watching. I can't catch up at this point, but maybe I'll paint one at home later. Watch it back. That's so awesome, Christina. And that's really good feedback too, because we try to make it look fancy and bougie, but be easy to, for anybody to recreate. Yeah. Lulu's good at creating designs that make us all feel like artists. Lulu's feeling the love. Lots of love emojis happening right now.
She's
Smitten,
awesome.
Is that what that emoji is called?
Yeah. Yeah, Lulu crushes it on designs.
Honestly. Oh, Paul joined in. Hey, Paul.
Paul, what's
How
up,
are
man?
you?
Good to virtually see you, but not really see you. It's been a really long time. Paul used to work with us
At As You Wish back in the day. We worked together when we were like 16 or something like that.
He was one of the few
17.
boy wishers.
That's right.
He was good too.
Yeah. He ran our Utah studio for a little while too. Now he's a jet set businessman.
That's right.
That's who we train our wishers to be. Here it comes. We are young. Yeah, hard not to sing, right? Bridget's asking if she can get away with only 1 layer of black paint.
I would advise against, Bridget, only because, I mean, and it's totally up to you if that's kind of your preference in terms of the aesthetic. I don't know if you guys can see very well.
I can, yeah.
For the most part, I feel like this is 2 coats, and there are still a couple sections where you can kind of see through. But if you only do 1 layer, I feel like you would be able to see a lot of the brush strokes and a lot of the background would show through. Now, if you can load your brush really heavy and paint heavy, you'd probably be in better shape that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're cool with it not looking solid, then absolutely you can get away with doing just 1 coat.
When we go to do the black, we'll show you what she means by loading your brush super heavy, so that if you are trying to make it work in 1 go, we'll show you what you gotta do for that. You just have to be a little bit more careful with your brush strokes. You're welcome. She said thank you.
No problem. All right, then we gotta do the underwings. Okay, so we're doing, okay. So here's a tip for you guys. If you, will you grab the transfer?
Yes.
So if you guys notice, after we painted in the moth's body and it dried, I can't see any of the detail lines anymore. And I'm gonna wait a second until my antenna dry there. But we can just go back in and put the transfer back down over the moth's body once the paint has dried and retrace those detail lines so that we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give that a second to dry.
Yeah. How you doing?
Good. I'm really excited that there's like a decent amount of people with
too.
us.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's
awesome.
been like a full class tonight.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
All right. For the sake of time, I am gonna try to move on here without messing it up. But if the paint smears, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's the background.
Yeah, we're covering it in black anyway.
So I'm gonna go back through and trace all these inner lines on my moth body so that I know where to paint.
Daisy from Tempe says if we're taking song requests, we should put on Shake Your Groove thing. I'll definitely add that to the queue.
Let's go.
It's my life. Don't you forget.
Oh, you know what? I forgot a little.
All right, Daisy, it's added to the queue, so it is next.
Urge to whistle is coming on.
I know, me too. Yuriana says, I love As You Wish. The workers and wishers are so nice.
Aww.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's so awesome to hear. That's kind of the downside of our jobs is we don't get to hang out with the
stores
customers.
anymore.
Yeah, so we don't get to see you guys as much anymore. But it's really good to hear that you're still having super magical experiences, even though we're not there to be a part of them.
All right. Let's see how that worked out.
Okay.
Oh, good. And I didn't really smear my paint too much.
Nice. Solid.
Okay, so now, I need to come in and,
Just kind of draw those little lines.
I need to see where these wings end. Yeah.
So right now Liz is just kind of sketching out these little wing detail lines here that we're going to add in pumpkin pie, right?
Yeah, because we're going to be painting in these sections right here. So
On
I
the
want to
bottom
make sure
wing.
I see. So you guys, when you go, if you go to retrace, you might want to retrace those lines in between the wings.
So basically you're just going to paint pumpkin pie up to that open space, right? So that there's still these little thingies on the bottom. Okay, cool.
So I am just
Or somewhere
going
in that
to-
general area, I guess.
Yes, so I am going to, since things have changed a little bit on my design, I am not going to follow exactly within the pattern, and I'm going to kind of improvise here.
Let's get free-handed a little bit. Daisy, your jam's on, sis. I'll turn it up. Sorry, Lulu, I'm gonna snap. Did you get your elbow on it?
No, I'm just hitting my elbow on the table. You guys might notice that I am painting with two hands. People used to give me a lot of maybe not grief, but tease me a little bit about it. It's just to help myself steady my hand. I have a thyroid condition that makes me extremely shaky. And so sometimes I need some extra stability. So that works well for me, and that might work for some of you guys. Just find what's comfortable for you. You always kind of want to have some kind of an anchor to the piece so that you're not just like willy-nilly like, whoa, okay, you know? So I like to steady my dominant hand with my non-dominant hand.
Whatever works, man. It's kind of like how sign painters use like those bridges, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Some people like stick out their pinky.
Yeah.
And kind of
Hold their
press
hand.
it down,
Yeah.
you know, and use that as like an anchor.
Kristen from Palmdale says, I miss you, Liz.
Oh, Kristen, my girl, I miss you
Pretty
too.
sure. Kristen Rose D'Ascenzo.
Yeah, it's her.
Yeah, okay. It's your married name. I wasn't used to seeing that, sis. We miss you too. Lulu says it's your moon, your choice.
That's right.
LOL, I love you, MJ. Snap your heart out. Thank you.
Were you snapping again?
Yeah, I was, and I told it, Lulu, sorry, I'm snapping. Hayden said, Liz told me once that you'll paint your best if you're comfortable, so move about how you need to and move the plate around until you're comfy.
So you guys will notice that I am moving my bowl a little bit, but for the sake of you guys in the video, I'm trying to keep it pretty, you know, within the frame. Normally I would be all up in here and holding it and moving the bowl all around so that I don't have to, you know, move around the bowl, and that I can move the bowl to where it's comfortable for me to make a nice smooth stroke.
Yeah. Lulu said she's a pinky painter.
I feel like the pinky painter is like
more common.
the real way. You know, that's like the way that they teach you in school.
Yeah.
But that doesn't, it started out with the puffy paint because I think I needed two hands to
For the puffy paint,
squeeze
yeah.
and to be stable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I was like, man, this just works for me. I'm gonna roll with this. Okay, so now I need to paint the flower petals.
Okay.
And
Stephanie B said you must have the best job.
You know, we do have a pretty rad job.
We really do.
I won't lie, it's definitely different. When I used to get to do the painting, what Lulu does now, that was a dream. For the most part, I shouldn't say that because there were times where it would get overwhelming because we have so many samples to paint for all the studios. But yeah, I mean, I get to be creative in other ways now. I do all the marketing for As You Wish, so you know, it's a little more stressful, but it's still very fun. We get to be creative and have a lot of fun and stuff. I mean, we get to be here with you guys tonight, which is awesome.
Totally. So. Lulu's the one that gets to paint all day. She's the
she
custom
has
artist.
the best job ever.
Yeah, she does. She does.
And she's so much fun. You guys gotta come hang with her next Friday when she does the Monstera class.
Totally.
She's a hoot.
Stephanie said she loves admiring the sample pieces.
Nice.
Honestly, us too. Every single time Lulu paints something, I'm like really excited and also bummed because the customers usually have to wait like 2 more months before they
We're
get
all
to
so
do
excited,
it.
like ready to tell everyone. It's cool. A lot of our staff members paint samples too. Like Michaela was saying that Hayden painted the chip and dip. Like a lot of samples in the stores are different because the staff will paint them if they have extra time, which is very cool.
Totally.
I'll grab my favorite sample from Chandler and show you guys that one when we have it right.
Okay.
It's hilarious and fun. And I have no idea who painted it.
So if you painted it and you're
Let me know.
seeing this,
I want one.
let us know.
So this part seems like it could be a little bit tricky because I feel like I might get confused and paint the leaves. But I think I'm doing pretty good. So just keep an eye on that so you guys don't end up painting your leaves the same color as the petals.
I don't know if our Lori just texted me, boss lady just texted me and said that the video might have been partially muted because we didn't have rights to the music.
Uh-oh.
So sorry about that, guys. I turned it down, so it should be okay. But let us know in the comments if you're not able to hear us, or if you have any questions. Well, hopefully they can hear us, because otherwise they wouldn't know. I just asked them to tell us if they can't hear us.
Maybe I shouldn't sing.
I'll ask Lulu if we're good. I'll text her. Okay, Lulu said, sounds great over here, no cutouts. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Good.
Thanks, Lou.
Thanks, Lulu. Tara can hear us. Okay, good. Sweet. So Brooklyn. Hey, sweet. I did turn it down a tiny bit. Kate said she can hear us. We just might have trouble when we post it. Okay, good to know. So we'll definitely double check after we post this to the feed to make sure that it's all good to go. We'll just add a comment.
I guess we'll be making another video for you guys.
Yeah. When we post it, we'll say DM us if you have any questions on this design, because who knows when it goes silent. We'd have to watch back all three hours of this. Sweet. So different.
All right, how's everybody doing on their pedals?
I was just about to ask that. Everybody doing okay? Danielle shared the stream.
Thanks, girl.
Thanks, girl. I wonder if it's our Danielle, as you wish, Danielle. Maybe so. Former wisher. Facebook is so smart. I wonder if it's because we made song recommendations. I don't know.
I feel like they just know, cause like we have other friends that post like dance videos and stuff.
Oh, true.
And they're always complaining about how they can't dance to songs that they really want to dance to because of the copyright laws.
Yeah. Do we have to write our own music to listen to for the lives?
Has to be royalty free.
Yeah. Oh, okay, true.
Which is not nearly as fun as 80s.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could put on a concert for everybody.
True. Not sure how many viewers we'd have. They might start tuning out.
For sure.
They're at least muting us, and then we'll have a conversation with nobody.
We think we're a lot better than we are.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, cool.
All right, so let's see what the next step is.
I have a feeling it's brown.
Yep, using a long detailed brush, paint the moth's body, the detail lines on its wings, and the flower bulb/bases with 2 coats of mocha fudge. So I'm gonna rinse this brush, and we're still gonna be working with this guy because we're still working in some pretty small spaces.
Stephanie said, I have a couple of bowls at home that can be painted. Can I use acrylic paint, or does it have to be paint from your store?
Okay, so here's the deal. With that, you can absolutely paint the bowls with the acrylic paint. They will not, however, be food safe. So you wouldn't be able to use them for any food items or water items or anything like that. You could paint it with acrylic paint and, use it for trinkets or knickknacks or whatever, as long as it wasn't a food or water item. or you can buy paints from us and you can paint it with the underglaze paints that we have here and then return it to us for glazing and firing, to which then it is food safe, microwave safe, and dishwasher safe.
Totally, and you can come by the store or you could call them and ask them to put paints aside for you, specific colors in 2-ounce cups. It's just $2 per 2-ounce cup. So you can pick out as many or as little as you like and take it home to paint.
I realize I forgot a spot. I forgot this line right here. Can I get the paint palette back?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so just forgot to do this line in the moth's head. All right, now I'm ready to move on.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna let that dry for a minute, and I'm gonna go here. So it looks like in the sample, Lulu did leave little circle spaces here, but then went over. I'm just gonna paint it.
Yeah.
Because that's how I started it. So I'm just gonna roll with it. If you guys want to leave little spaces for the dots, you totally can, but I think that makes it a little bit more challenging, so
Sure.
I'm gonna skip that.
Sure. Hayden said maybe just post it and say in the caption that you don't own the rights to the music. Yeah, maybe we'll try that. Hopefully that'll be fine. Good idea. Teamwork. Appreciate you.
This is like the easiest class I've ever taught you guys. You guys don't have very many questions.
I know.
Is everybody just doing good, doing their thing at home? I love it.
Must be.
See, we can go back up and paint the head.
Okay.
And I'm gonna follow suit and cover the dots here so that mine is consistent.
Amy's back.
Hey girl.
Hey. I haven't showed Liz the pictures you sent us yet. We'll wait till it's over, but it's looking really good. Can't wait for you to finish it.
I bet.
Yeah. Okay. Doing pretty good. It's almost 8. We're doing good.
All right.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't feel like it's been that long.
I know. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have a hard time with like roundy
Yeah.
situations, or the curves, especially with liner brushes. Like I have a hard time controlling the tail from
Sure.
whipping out.
Sure.
I know, I really wish I was painting right now.
Sorry, you
Missing
can
out on
jump
the
in.
fun. Yeah. I can.
You
could take over. I'll switch places with you.
Oof. For the sake of everybody else's enjoyment, I think that I'll stick with NC for this live.
Okay.
And then
Maybe eventually we can get Michaela to lead a painting class, guys.
I definitely do them in the store.
She's good.
Yeah.
She's better than she leads you to believe.
Yeah. You know, Facebook Live, it's intimidating, so I had to leave it to the pro. And then Lulu next week, obviously. At least for the first few. Lulu said yes.
Yes.
So now the
Lulu.
peer pressure is happening.
We're gonna make it happen. Is Lori still here?
I don't know. I hope not. She probably is. How you doing, Liz? You need to take a sip of your coffee? You doing okay?
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
I think I will take a sip of my coffee here when
Yeah,
I finish.
I
painting
finished
these
mine already.
vases. Wow.
I know. That's
You're
why I'm
not
like,
gonna sleep tonight.
I know.
It's alright.
It's alright.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. We are working tomorrow, but it's fine. It's fine. Lulu says she votes for an MJ original.
Yeah. Let's make it happen.
Oh man, you guys are funny. You're funny. Lulu, I'm still gonna need you to make me a template to trace though.
No.
For
that's not an
for
original.
I'll share the idea.
I know, as I'm sitting here painting Lulu's design that I didn't come up with. That's really the hardest part.
Kristen, you're so nice.
What'd
She
she
said
say?
she's super amazing at teaching. She taught a class in my store when I was a painter.
Nice.
Thanks, sis.
That's so nice.
I do like teaching. I like hanging out with customers.
What did
It's
you
just
teach
fun.
there? Do you
we
remember?
we did the Friendsgiving wine glasses.
Oh yeah. I was in Valencia. For
You were
that
in
one.
Valencia, and I was teaching the one in Palmdale, and Lulu was teaching the one in
Simi.
Simi.
I remember.
We divided and conquered that time. That was fun. Lulu's giving me slack saying since I have an iPad, I can make my own template.
Exactly.
Oh,
She's
no.
got the tools. She's ready to go.
Is there anyone else on my team? It's just when it comes from head to putting it on the paper, it just doesn't always translate as good as I see it in my head. If you're like me, please throw a comment in there so I know I'm not alone. You can't see me, but I'm just hopelessly watching the screen right now looking for some support.
Oh man. All right, what's next?
Let's do it.
We
Green?
got... No.
Leaves?
Did I do all the right? Yeah, I did all the right spots. Okay, now I need to do these
Oh
lines.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You
So I'm
cleaned your
gonna
brush
do
a little
that.
prematurely.
Yes, I did. I've done that once before.
Yeah,
So.
that's all right. Okay, Yuriana said me literally all the time. Thank you, sis. Lulu, retract your crickets comment, okay? Yuriana is on my side, and she's all I need in my corner, okay? I already feel so much better, so it's fine.
Hey guys, real quick, I want to mention as I'm doing these lines right here, what Michaela was talking about earlier with the pressure. You can see that right here in the line, the pressure was heavier, and then I start to sort of lift the brush and use much lighter pressure in order to get that like petal teardrop kind of shape. So watch this. So we press down and pull and lift.
I hate to tell you this, Liz, but your bridge hand kind
Is
of
right in the
blocks
way.
everything.
Let's see if I can.
Do it without.
Yeah, if I can pinky bridge here.
Pinky bridge. Can you
It's
pinky
so
bridge?
unnatural. It's so unnatural. I can't. I'm just gonna
Do that.
Just flying free out here.
That wasn't bad.
I mean,
The bridge definitely helps you.
I know. That's why I use it. I wasn't joking.
I know.
All right. I think that looks all right.
Yeah. So if you want like a gradient of line weight, I guess that would be like the technical terms. Line weight.
Line weight probably, but a gradient of line weight, I'm not sure about that.
Gradient's a real word, technical term. A gradual line weight. I don't know. Amy, if you're still
What is the
watching with your
definition
art
of
information, let
gradient?
us know.
Is it specifically related to color?
I think so.
Well then...
Or no, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know.
You don't know.
If it is specifically related to color, then we have some lesson plans to edit, because I did use that term in regards to line weight in a lesson plan earlier.
Oh,
Sorry.
goodness.
Sorry.
Well, insider tip there.
Yeah. Okay, so Kelly Singleton from Indiana,
Hey,
she just tuned in.
Glad to have you.
Yes.
Haven't
for
seen you
joining
in a
us.
long time either.
I know, it's been so long since we've seen all our friends, our pottery friends around the nation.
Okay, now I need to go in and add the dots here. Here.
Okay.
So to do that, I want to take a Q-tip, or you guys can take the back end of a pencil. I typically like to work with the pencil eraser a little bit better. So I'm going to do one side with a pencil eraser and the other side with a Q-tip, just so
call.
you guys can kind of see what that looks like.
Good call.
So I'm going to start with a pencil eraser. And if you guys are using a pencil eraser, you either want to use a pencil with a brand new eraser or with an eraser that's all the way rubbed down so that it's flat. If you have, you know, uneven, it won't make your dot super nice. So you either want it to be brand new or all the way used.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to dip your pencil into the paint, and then you're going to dot it right onto the pottery.
Beautiful.
And it creates just a nice, perfect circle. And then we're
Beautiful.
gonna do the same thing, but with a Q-tip. And I feel like this maybe doesn't create as perfect of dots, but it works in a pinch. So if that's what you guys have, that is totally fine. It definitely works.
Yeah, that looks good.
I don't think you can really tell a difference.
No, not at all. Good job.
So that's that.
I mean, I could have done that part, I will admit that. But
Well, lend a hand, will you?
Kelly says she misses us too. Thank you. We wish we could like see you in return. But
I
yeah.
know. You guys got to do a live. I want to see what your guys' studios look like.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so now we need to paint. Use a small round brush to paint the stems and leaves of the flower's 2 coats. I am still gonna stick with my liner brush because that, again, is what I feel the most comfortable using. So that's what I'm gonna use. You guys are welcome to continue using this with me, or if you feel better about using the small round brush, something like this, you can use that.
So yeah, it looks like she had everything connect and then just kind of blocked it off with black after it connected.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of try and follow suit there.
Melanie is watching. She said this is so cool. Thanks, Melanie. Thank you so much. Not Melanie, my mom. A
I
different
was
Melanie.
gonna say, is that the Melanie I think it is?
My
Hey,
mom's,
Melanie.
My mom's name is Melanie too. Aaron Rasiopi's here. Hi friends, thanks for the Friday night entertainment. Watching pottery painting with a glass of red wine.
Nice. I was considering pouring myself a glass of wine while we did this, but I chose coffee.
Yep. We needed the energy. It's been a week, huh?
Yeah. It's been a crazy week.
Good.
Yeah.
Noise. Really coming together. Are you guys still doing well? Your liner brush tips working out okay? Aaron, are you painting along too or just watching? Let us know.
All right, so I think that'll be easiest for you guys if you start with that middle stem, and then you can go in and add your leaf shapes.
Erin said she's just watching.
I'm sure you've been very busy lately too, Erin.
Very true.
Probably just looking for some chill time, huh? I'm excited. I don't know what I'm gonna use this bowl for.
I know, it's coming along really nice. It looks good. Obviously, it's a perfect serving bowl.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of that though.
And you don't, but you could also just display it in a plate stand.
I feel like that's
Or
definitely more
hang
my
it.
style.
Yeah. Or a good like coffee table bowl. No?
We already have just, you know, a full coffee table, so.
I know. I'm making suggestions that, you know, you could change. You could switch to this.
It's true.
Other people could use it for their coffee table.
It's true.
You know what would be good for, because it's nice and shallow, like in your kitchen for your produce.
Yes.
Like your potatoes and your
Yes.
lemons or whatever produce you
I
guys
feel
don't
like
put in the fridge. This
That's
would be
probably
perfect
what I
for
would
it.
use it for, because
Yeah.
right now I have like an old Futura bowl that's super deep.
Oh yeah, real big.
Yeah, and I feel like it's not always the best for my foods.
True. This would be really good for that.
Yeah. What are you guys gonna use yours for?
Yeah, let us know. Real curious.
Really is quite relaxing.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Are you enjoying yourself?
I sure am.
Good. Good.
I feel like usually when we teach classes, we're like running
Okay,
around,
okay.
like making sure everyone's like, we barely get to paint whenever we teach classes.
Yeah.
We're just like running around, making sure everybody's good, helping people with their projects.
Exactly. Such a good one.
It really is.
This is one of those songs that I have a hard time like not singing like him, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just really committing to that whole intonation. Oh, someone said for potpourri. Daisy said for
Nice.
potpourri. That's a good idea.
I like that.
That's a really good idea.
That'll be pretty too.
I want to see a picture of that all set up. Erin says she has a hard time not doing 3 coats on everything.
Erin,
Come on,
get
sis.
loose with it.
She said, are you essentially just doing one heavy coat on everything?
Well, to start, I've done 1 coat and then I'll usually go back and I won't paint as meticulously, but I'll still add a bit more paint. So
That's like
it's
2 coats.
It's technically probably 2 coats, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do paint very heavy-handed.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't create a solid coverage. It just creates like a lot of dimension, like a lot of depth and texture in the paint. But I get that. I get the 3-coat thing.
Totally.
As You Wish just raised me on pottery painting, and the swooshy coat has been something we've always done.
Totally, yeah, that's like our signature thing. Everything just is like 1 swooshy coat of this in the background, swooshy coat background. This one, obviously, we're gonna do 2 heavy coats of black to black it out, but
This one's a little different.
Yeah.
I like it.
if you're not feeling willing to bend from that, Erin, you totally could have
could do
done
it
3
3
coats of
coats.
everything.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Totally work. Just making sure you're all still awake.
Ooh, yeah, a little dong.
I'm not tilting my bowl too far away. You guys can see.
Yeah, they can see. It's looking good, sis. You're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. I feel like you get nervous since you're not in the swing of it anymore, but it's going really good.
Honestly, I don't like this doesn't have me nervous because this is someone else's design.
Sure.
It's when it's my own design
Sure.
that I think I get more nervous. This is not as stressful.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you know we're our own worst critics, and so
So yeah, if it's my design, I think I definitely feel a little bit more nervous.
So basically, if I have to paint a sample and go live, then you have to create one too, then. That's what we're getting at?
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
I would do it.
Okay.
I would do it if
Okay.
I was forced to, but
Okay.
that's not my favorite thing anymore.
I know. Plus, we've got Lulu to do it.
Exactly. And she's so good
Yeah,
at
might
it.
as well let her, you know? Just let her keep on keeping on.
We like to play to our strengths here at the Wish.
Yeah. Erin said both are beautiful, the sample and yours, Liz.
Oh, thank you, Erin.
Lulu said, LOL, yes, I say do it. I'm forcing you to do it. But then as soon as we decided, oh wait, we have Lulu to do it for us instead, she said no, thumbs down. Yuriana said she's so glad that she chose the Moon Moth Bowl for this class.
Nice.
Yeah.
We are excited about this
Yeah.
one too.
Lulu, don't say
We were
that.
kind of afraid at first to put this one out there just because it's a little darker and like maybe slightly edgier than you know what we normally showcase, and we decided, you know what, let's just throw it out there and see how everyone likes it.
Yeah.
And give it a try, and we're really excited about the response from you guys, so
Totally.
we'll definitely do more vibes like this.
Yeah. Lulu jokingly said she's quitting.
Yeah, right.
For the record, that's a joke, y'all.
Lulu is a comedian.
Yeah. She's probably laughing so hard in her apartment right now. Lulu said she's
Yeah,
going.
you better watch out with saying you're quitting. There's plenty of studio owners watching this right now. They're gonna try to swoop you up. You better chill.
Lulu said, I'm glad everyone is loving it. It's for the new year. New year, new you. It's not too late for that. We can still make that happen. I feel like we're basically all having to start fresh right now anyways.
Right?
She's at the warehouse laughing. Oh, good, you're still working. Cool. Us too. Oh, man. Yuriana said, yes, please. Yes, please, what? More classes
More
like
vibes?
this? Cool. Cool. We like these vibes, too.
Yes.
I think we're all really plant people at heart, though, not just me. And that's why a majority of classes have some element of foliage or a botanical or
Yes.
something in there.
Yes.
Yeah, who doesn't love it?
Plus, it's usually, you know, it's very like doable to paint those things.
Totally. And we know what they look like in our head, so it's easier to have that head-to-hand transfer of information that I struggle with.
Sure.
I can paint a mean flower, guys. Don't worry about it.
Right.
It's a flower.
Right.
That's it.
So you guys know what we'll be doing for Michaela's class.
Yeah, flowers, maybe a little cactus or something. Probably plants. We'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll see. All right.
All right. So I've got my second coat down on the leaves.
Cool.
Let's see what's next.
Do we need to dot our moth, or are we doing that after the black?
Do we need to dot our moth? You know what? I don't know. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, let me give you your paint back. I believe you need mellow yellow, correct? You have the lesson plan.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So I'm gonna resketch my eyes here because I
Okay.
want them to be a little bit like an oblong kind of shape.
Sure.
So, okay, mellow yellow. That just doesn't look like a yellow color when it's not fired. you
I know.
It's crazy.
The crazy magic of glaze.
All right, so I'm gonna start with one there, and there. Wow, that's all right.
On point. Great job.
And then these ones we kind of want to get gradually smaller, so I would recommend doing them like without re-dipping it into your paint. And then if you need to add a little bit, you can kind of gently, lightly,
Dabble.
so that it doesn't get super big. But can you guys see the gradient in the dot weights? Can you see it?
Excellent use of the terminology.
term?
Yes.
It's like that.
Yes, I loved it. I don't know if they were here for it, but I'm definitely here for it.
Okay, so then I want to get, I think I'm going to go back to my liner for the eyes. I'm a little nervous to try and do that with a Q-tip or a pencil. So I'm going to use my liner brush. I'm going to get it, pretty loaded as usual. And I'm going to kind of, like, I don't know.
Float the paint on there almost?
Yeah, float the paint. And I'm using, like, the side of my brush here rather than the tip of it.
Okay. Just kind of letting the paint fall off onto the bowl almost.
Alright.
Okay. Cool. We're doing so good. 8:15. We're crushing it. Awesome.
All right, I'm not gonna overdo it.
Yeah, it's like winged eyeliner.
I know.
You gotta just give up at some point before your whole eye is black. All right.
Okay.
Well, do you want me to get that out of your way?
I don't know. What's next? Okay, painting the bowl out, the outside of the bowl is next. So I'm gonna give this just a minute to dry so when I flip everything over, I don't put my hand in it. How's everybody doing out there? Are you guys following along okay? About how far are you into the painting?
Yes. Is everyone where we're at?
Do you guys
Does anyone need a minute? Yeah,
Do you need
questions?
help with anything?
We're here. Anxiously looking to chat with you.
Okay. Outside of the bowl. So we're gonna need a large square brush, which you should all have. And we are going to paint the outside of the bowl, the top half of the background of the outside of the bowl, 2 coats of mellow yellow. So I'm gonna carefully flip this over. And will you give me this mellow yellow color?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then probably...
What's next? Is it gonna be pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
Okay. And here, look at our swooshy coat that we were talking about. Erin, you need to try this swooshy coat.
Okay, so again, like I mentioned earlier, when I want to heavy load my brush, I'm going to hold it perpendicular and I'm going to like dab it into the paint so that it picks up as much paint as possible because I am lazy and I want it to go by fast and I want my strokes to be like long and smooth.
Yep.
So I have like so much paint on my brush that it's literally dripping, so I'm going to go for it so that I don't get too many drips. And when I paint, you guys, I also paint with this part of the brush here, not the sides. I'm painting with the bristles, with the tip.
Yeah.
So I load it perpendicular and then I hold it and I paint with the bristles perpendicular as well. Did Erin give us the official definition of a gradient? I love it.
So a couple things. Kate said this is super relaxing after a long week. It has been the longest week, Kate. It feels like the longest week of our lives.
Honestly, though, you guys, I'm so proud of everybody in our industry for taking like a hard pivot and just figuring it out and like making it work and still being able to bring creativity and fun to families who are, know, stuck inside and don't have anything to do. So give yourselves a pat on the back.
Totally.
You guys are awesome.
Totally. And Kelsey Kent said, hi, having fun painting with you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelsey.
Hi, Kelsey. And then Erin said, gradient, an increase or decrease in the magnitude of properties. So going from large to small or small to large, like those lines and dots.
Erin.
Hashtag nailed it.
Erin. Why'd you have to throw me under the bus?
Erin's on my team. We're low-key a band, and we're going to drop a mixtape. It's Erin and DJ MJ. And
the Gradients?
We'll be called the Gradients. That's even better. And she said she's paying attention to this swooshy technique.
Okay,
so let us know if you have any questions.
Watch it happen, sis.
And she's just going back in to reload the brush. It's a very like messy I can't think of a different word besides swoosh.
Swooshy.
Yeah, swoosh. That's the
So
word.
now I've got pumpkin pie is what you're gonna do on the second half, on the bottom half.
Yep.
So now that I've got that down, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add over the parts where they meet a little bit more of the mellow yellow, just to create like a little bit of a blend.
Kate said same. Everyone is crushing it. Yeah, everyone really figured it out.
It's awesome.
And, we're making it work and changing our whole setup so that we can participate with as many people as possible. Yeah.
So Michaela and I are working on all kinds of fun, like to-go stuff for you guys, new projects, new kits, so that you guys can, stay creative and happy for the foreseeable future.
Jamie Lynn said that's actually a legit band name. Oh,
The Gradients?
Is that already a band? Can we
Yeah,
not take that?
that's what she
Oh,
said.
okay.
It's
Dang
already a
it.
band name.
All right, Erin, we're going to have to think of something else. She said we're still working on perfecting the single Jesus Take the Pottery Wheel.
We already shot the album cover though.
That is true. We do have our album cover.
Okay, now it's time to paint the black background. All right.
Are we splattering it at the end, I'm assuming then?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Here, you see it. All right, so I'm gonna make sure that's dry enough just a touch so I can flip it over.
Erin, the best part about doing swooshy coat instead of 3 coats is that you only have to do it once and it dries way faster. So if you're painting multiples for your store samples, you can get through that assembly line a lot quicker.
True
Oh,
that.
Jamie said, no, I mean, it's legitimately good. You should do it.
Oh,
Good. Yes. Okay, cool. We don't have to go back to the drawing board. Okay. What can I get you? Black.
Black.
Want a fresh palette, or are you good
Yeah.
with that?
Whatever. This is fine.
Okay.
All right, so we're using an assortment of round and detail brushes to paint the background on the inside of the bowl with 2 heavy coats of black. So I am going to start,
With the liner brush.
yeah, and I'm gonna kind of outline things to create an edge or a border so that then I can paint in the black outline or the black background.
And same with the liner brush, guys. Liz just loaded it up perpendicular to the paint to get as much paint on the brush as possible before moving to the pottery. And especially when you're doing line work and stuff, you want your brush loaded up really nicely so you don't get that like dry feeling where it's like stuck on the
Sometimes
pottery.
it helps to water down the paint just a little
Sure,
bit so
thin
that
it
it
out.
kind of carries a little farther.
Yeah. Do you want yours thinned out, or you
I'm
good?
not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go for it. But
Okay.
if you guys want to water your paint down, you definitely can.
Yeah. It's really good jam after a good jam. Feeling it. Oh, yes.
You like that?
Yeah, look at that little swizzle, swizzle. Whoop. Whoop. Nice. This one's about you, Liz. Every little thing she
Get outta
does is
here.
magic. Back in with the bridge. Making it happen.
Try not to get in the way.
Is everyone on the black step? Is that where everyone's at? Everyone doing okay? There hasn't been a lot of questions, so I can only take that to mean we're doing a great
Everything's
job
going
explaining. Yeah.
Swimmingly.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for. If I'm wrong, please let us know.
Yeah, any feedback you guys have,
Yeah,
we'll
totally.
gladly hear you out and make any necessary changes.
Yeah. Also, if there's like we want to go live on Fridays because that's when we always do our beginning technique classes anyway, so our customers are most familiar with classes on those days. But if there's a different time that's not later than 6:30, but if there's a different time that is, you know, widely enjoyed, let us know. Maybe we'll do different times. Switch it up.
Sure.
Whatever the people want. We're here for them.
So that's kind of what Michaela was talking about when she was saying that the paint doesn't stretch very far. I don't know if you guys can see that really well, but on
Right
that
there.
line, my paint started to run out and break up and get dry and couldn't move any farther. So that's kind of what we were talking about, and that's sometimes why it's nice to water it down so it just carries. If you're doing like an outline of something, like a legit outline, not like a blocking in background outline situation, I would definitely recommend watering your paint down in that situation.
Yeah. Because we're just using this to kind of color block and lock everything into place versus just adding a fancy black outline like Lulu does so well.
She really does.
Yes.
So, and that's a pro tip for you guys too, because you guys are only going to be, as long as we're on a take-home kit situation, we're not going to do any fun riders or puffy paint, so you guys are going to have to get real familiar with this black liner brush.
Yes. Lulu said it's looking good, Lizard.
Thanks, Lou.
Lulu said she had a great teacher. That's nice.
That is very nice.
Yeah. Back in the day, Liz and Lulu used to work in the stores together too.
Like what, Lulu, like 7 years ago?
Yeah.
Like Lulu and I worked at the Deer Valley studio, and she was my assistant manager. And now we're together again. Dream
Yep.
team.
That's right.
Dream team. So this is a point too when you guys can start to kind of like adjust your shapes. If you're like, oh, I need to kind of compensate and bring my black line in a little bit more to even it out, to make it more symmetrical or more whatever you want, you know, you can kind of play with the shapes now and change things up a little bit because you're in charge with the black.
That's right. That's right. You said dream team.
I like this song too.
Me too. It's so good. She's a big bitch. Hurts so good. Lulu's working on the class kit samples for next week right now. I'm getting pictures, you guys. It's gonna be good.
Nice.
They're cute. You're gonna love them. If anyone from Chandler is still watching, I'm curious if you've tried Chicken Joy, this new place in the parking
Jolly
lot.
Bees.
Oh, Jolly Bees. Jolly
Jolly
Bees.
Bees.
Home of the Chicken Joy.
Have any of you guys out there had Jolly Bees? Not
Yeah.
even if you don't live in Chandler. Have you
Yeah.
come to Chandler to eat Jolly Bees? Because I feel like people do that.
That's true. But Jolly Bees is other places too, like in the nation.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Yeah.
asking.
Okay,
Anyone
okay.
out there? Has
Okay.
anyone been to Jolly Bees?
Yeah.
Every time I walk outside right now, I can smell it, and it smells so good. I just want to eat it.
I
And
know.
all the reviews are
Pretty good.
really good.
Yeah.
And like when they first opened, the line was out the door for days.
Yep.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So we have not had it yet.
Yuriana asked, did you address it if she messed up and covered the moons in black? Is it okay if she covered the moons in black? And Lulu said, yeah, it's totally okay. So yeah, if you mess up, I do that all the time. I'm like, whoops, I totally just ruined that, so I'm just gonna cover it in black paint and move along. There's gonna be one moon on my bowl instead of two. that happens sometimes. It's totally fine. Just make it your own.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's what Lulu just said. Make it your own. I feel like that's the funnest part of painting. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think if you wanted to, if I did that, I would probably add like heavier clusters of the little white dots at the end to kind of make it look like a starburst or something like that.
To make up for the dead space right there.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. So you just kind of got to shift gears, which is no big deal.
Yeah.
Just put your creativity hat on.
Yeah, Lulu just quoted the man himself, Bob Ross. No mess ups, just happy accidents.
That's right.
That's right. Lulu wore some Bob Ross Happy Little Trees pants to work the other day, and it was really inspiring for us all to be in just like the best creative mood. We love us some Bob Ross.
So again, you guys, I have so much paint that everything is pretty much floating and just pushing the paint around.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's almost like the brush isn't touching the pottery.
Right.
It is, but there's just so much paint that it makes it really easy to like pull and push it around.
Sure.
So I'll probably fill in these smaller areas with the liner, and then out here I'll go grab a round brush and do some more swooshes.
Jamie Lynn said, gotta finish tomorrow. Thank you for a chill end to a bananas week. You got it, sis. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for hanging.
Don't forget to post pictures when you're all done so we can see it and tag us. We want to see your creations. Liz, you're doing such a great job. I'm not sure if I'm gonna let you keep it. I might need it for myself, for my coffee table.
You know, I charge a pretty penny for my original art pieces.
Oh, okay. Let's talk after class.
A couple thou, no problem.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
big time, sis.
Looks like paint your own pottery is a little more up my alley then.
Probably do your own. It'll be your Christmas gift this year.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Oof.
Yeah,
Barely made it there that time.
I like to live dangerously.
Yeah, clearly. Doing good.
How's this gonna work out? Okay. I'm gonna fake it and just make those shorties.
Yep. Nice. It's so great adding the black. Like, it's super satisfying seeing it all kind of come together.
For sure.
Yeah. Down like the corner of the wing a little bit there too.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Listen, if I'm paying a couple thou for this, I'm gonna need it to be perfect.
It is my interpretation as I see fit.
Okay.
Maybe that's my little signature thing about it, is I leave the corner of the wing
secretly unpainted.
Lulu said, are we taking requests? Yes, just like that. Taking requests for what? I'm late on the conversation or on the response. I'm not sure what you're talking about. What do you mean? Are we taking requests? Oh, for painting presents.
Oh, Lulu, I see. What do you want, Lou?
Couple thou.
Is that what she said?
That's what she said, but I don't know if that was what it was in reference to, because I think the timing was too on point for that. Oh, man.
Honestly, though, you guys want to see a real artist, check out Lulu's house platters.
Honestly. She straight up takes like the Google image of the house, creates like a template cartoon drawing of the house, repaints the house portrait on the platter. It's unreal.
They're so awesome.
Yes. No, that's what Lulu meant. Couple thou for painting presents.
But yeah, you want a couple thou?
That's what I'm getting. She's barking up the wrong tree. House platters aren't a couple thou. Just for clarification, those go for much less. If you're interested, let us know. Shoot us a DM.
You know people.
Kate said they're nuts.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They really are. She does so good with them.
She's done quite a few now.
Uh-huh. Totally. So if you guys know a realtor or a new home buyer or future home buyer, we got you. We can paint houses. Well, Lulu. By we, I mean Lulu.
I'm really not a fan of you two.
No?
No.
I'll next
you
it.
definitely don't have to next it. That doesn't mean that no one else is a fan.
Oh.
I don't know. They're just not my favorite.
Well, I feel like ever
like
since
they're
they
kinda one of
snuck
those-
onto everybody's iPhone,
I just feel like they're one of those that people either really love them or really don't.
sure. I mean, it's definitely an iconic song. Like, everyone knows this
They
song.
have so many iconic songs, I feel like.
True.
They've been hugely popular for forever.
Yeah. Lulu said doing the house platters are her favorite.
Yes.
And Erin said going to head to bed. It's getting late on the East Coast.
I know it.
Can you give me a quick preview explanation of how you'll get a nice edge with the black?
On the rim, usually we would use a yellow sponge, but you guys don't have those in your take-home kit, so I don't want to use that because you all don't have that, and that's not fair. So typically I would use that. So if you guys can get your hands on one of those, awesome. Otherwise, I would probably use this large square brush.
Kate said yes, the force into our phones was rude. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll next it. We don't need the last minute and a half of it. It's fine.
And then Erin, I would follow along the rim with my brush like that. And I don't know if you could see that or not, but it still creates a pretty decent clean edge for you if you use the brush. So that's what I would do in this circumstance.
Can you do it again on this side of the bowl so she could see? Yeah.
It's hard because I can't see.
Something like that, Erin. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And then at the end, once all the black is done, we're gonna add a few white dots throughout and splatter the back with black. So that's what you're missing out on, Erin. But you can come back and watch later, so it's totally fine.
Thanks for hanging.
Thanks for hanging. Kate's off to bed. 2 more days of craziness before hibernation in New York.
Thanks for hanging.
Thanks, Kate. Thanks, Erin. Sweet dreams. We appreciated hanging out with y'all. And look forward to next week, too. Erin, for the record, when you do repaint this, it better be swooshy on the outside. I want to see those swoosh coats.
This really redeemed the last song, I think.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 8:39, we're doing pretty good.
I think we're gonna make it, you guys.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna finish by 9:30 for sure.
Oh, for sure, maybe even earlier. That Chicken Joy's or Jollibee talk has me hungry, so.
I know, I don't know if they're gonna be open when we're done here.
Oh. If you guys are eating, what are you eating? We're missing out.
Apparently nobody's had Jollibees.
Apparently. It says they're open till 11. I just don't know if they're different right now.
Probably not. We can just drive through.
Yeah, check it out. I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
If anyone's curious about how that goes, let us know and we'll reply via DM how it went. Erin said she'll make us proud on the swoosh coat.
Yes.
Should I go now? Dun, 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 dun. Should I stay or should I go?
Another good one.
Yuriana was eating some Cheetos.
Oh, that sounds good though.
It really does. Regular or flaming hot? Gotta know. Both are great choices, honestly. You can't go wrong. Regular. All right. Great
I'm here
choice.
for it.
Classic. Classic. Erin said this was super fun. We should do this regularly, not only when we're forced to stay inside.
That's what we were thinking, Erin.
We totally agree. This is super cool. So hopefully we'll find ways to keep this going for you guys. I'm feeling it. How you doing?
Great.
Great. Look at that. Look at that little round shape you just busted out there. Boom. Crushed it again. Lizzie the Great.
Stop. Sometimes too, you guys, after like having reloaded my brush, it kind of gets gunky and it all starts to kind of live like up in here in the brush. Sorry, like up in here. And then it makes it like nearly impossible for me to get smoother lines, like thinner, skinnier lines. So at a certain point, you might just want to rinse your brush off and start again, just so you have a clean brush to work with and it's not all gunked up.
Yeah. Lulu said her favorite part is the moth's eyes. They're so silly.
Yeah.
They're cute.
Are they wonky?
Yeah, I like wonky. I think it looks good.
I like wonky too. I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm liking it so far.
Looking good, looking good. Awesome. So we're just gonna keep on keeping on, outlining, and then going back in and filling within. And honestly, like, I know Liz said this earlier that, you know, for the bigger parts you can use your round brush, but if you really load that liner brush up, you can make it.
It'll go far.
Yeah, it'll work for these kind of medium-sized sections, so to speak. Liner brush is like the best tool in the toolkit, that's for sure.
It's pretty versatile.
Yeah. Right.
How are you guys doing out there? You getting tired? I sure am.
Yeah.
All of our East Coasters left us and went off to bed. How are you guys doing?
Luckily, once the first coat's down, that second coat kind of goes a lot quicker because you're just floating all the glaze on top of it, you know?
Yeah. Not to be quite as
Particular.
on the second coat.
Yeah. Yuriana's getting pretty tired.
I feel you, sis.
Feel you. We're getting close. Do you want to skip the second coat to just show them what's next so they know that they can, what's after the second coat, or you want to bust it out?
No, we can. I'll go with whoever was asking about painting one coat.
Yeah.
Got a pretty heavy hand here. That way, if you guys want to take a break in between your first and second black coat, you can. If you want to come back to it tomorrow. Whatever you're feeling.
That's right. It was Bridget that asked about the one coat of paint.
Yep. I think I'm going to go with you, Bridget.
Yep.
Just for the sake of showing you guys the last couple steps.
Well, and the you know, it was loaded pretty heavy anyways, so it's like 1.5 coats, we'll call it.
Yeah. I can get down with that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Was jamming too hard for you?
Mm-hmm.
Probably for everyone.
I couldn't speak for everyone.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Lulu said she did it that way too.
You
Alright,
just did
cool.
one, Lou?
You just did one thick
heavy
coat.
So that's really what Lulu means when she says 1 to 2 coats. She means one Lulu coat, which usually equals 2 coats for everyone else.
Sure.
Because she paints so heavy.
Sure.
So if you guys are following along and painting just as heavily as I am, the artist says you can get away with painting 1 coat in the background.
Yep. One heavy coat, which means we're close to the end. So stick with us. All right. Awesome.
Be mindful when you guys get to the edge to not overflow. Sorry, the edge right here. Try not to like go over so that we can still have a nice clean rim there. I kind of got a little heavy and I almost had a spill on the other side of my rim.
Oh, good
but
save.
Should be good.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
At the bottom part of the
stretch.
flowers.
Yep. Awesome. This is looking good. Yeah. It's really relaxing to watch you paint this also.
That's good.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like trying to stay a little pepped up because I'm getting sleepy watching you. It's so mesmerizing. Are you just kind of going up to the edge to go back in with the square brush, or are you just kind of going for it?
I'll probably go farther out
With
on the
square
rim.
brush? Okay.
So I'm just kind of, painting up to the rim right now.
Okay.
So you guys can see that. And then I'm gonna finish with a smaller round brush, just these bigger areas that I have left. But again, since I'm one coating it, I wanna make sure I'm nice and loaded up with color.
Just glides right on the pottery. Oh yes, this song, great. It's the pump up I needed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You make my dreams come true. Do, 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 do. Whoop. But I just saw the drop you had.
Yeah, it went on my finger, not on the plate.
Okay.
All right. So I think
You want to edge it up with the square brush?
no, I'm gonna
Splatter the back
I'm
first.
gonna splatter the bottom. So flip it over. And I would probably use like a larger round brush for this part. And definitely water the paint down a little bit. So you guys can see I just dip my brush in water and then just mix it right into the paint. And then you're gonna hold the paintbrush with your dominant hand, so whichever hand you write or paint with. And then with your non-dominant hand, you're just gonna stick out your index finger, and then you're just gonna tap the brush against your index finger
to create splatters around, and you can, you know, if you need more paint, you can reload your brush up again. And then it also works if you just even tap your brush like this. You don't even have to use your non-dominant hand, and you can just tap the splatters all around. So I think that looks good for mine. I'm gonna go with that. And then we're gonna flip it back over.
Nice.
And then we're gonna add some small white dots for the stars. So I'm gonna pour out some white. And then I would recommend you guys use the back end of your smallest paintbrush. So this works well for me. This is about the smallest width of brush that I have. So I'm gonna go with this one, and I'm gonna use the bottom of it. So you're just gonna dip it into the paint, and then again, you're just gonna dot it onto the platter randomly, bowl randomly, to make these little stars in the night sky.
Yeah. And like Liz was saying earlier, for our friend Urania who painted over one whole moon, you could just add a cluster of these little dots to fill up that dead space in your design if you wanted to.
Definitely.
Awesome. Nice.
All right, I think that was good for me. So now I'm gonna show you guys how to finish the rim, and then we'll be done.
Awesome. And for those customers that are painting along at home, don't forget, once you're all finished, that you'll need to bring your bowl and supplies back into the studio so that we can glaze and fire it for you and get it to this nice, beautiful, shiny finish.
So for this part, you guys are gonna paint with the side of the brush. So we're not painting with the bristles, we're gonna paint with the actual side. And pretty much just load it, not too heavily, because you don't wanna push any of the paint out and have it run down the side of the bowl. And then you're just going to kind of run it along the rim gently, and it should create a pretty nice rim for you there. But again, you guys can definitely pick up a sponge for future projects if you wanted to get an even cleaner edge, probably.
Yeah. And honestly, this is working really well, like just the same as a sponge would have.
Are you thinking you might try this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it when I don't have a sponge. That's how I would do it too.
Nice.
For sure.
Cool. Then I'm on the right track,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, crushing it. Amazing.
All right, there it is. It will obviously look so much brighter and shinier, and the tones will really pop out and liven up a lot after we fire it. Like Michaela said, don't forget to bring your bowls in, and we'll fire them up for you guys and have them ready for you 7 days after you bring them in. Don't forget about next Friday's class. We're gonna paint this Monstera plate here, so be on the lookout for signups for that. And we will be painting with Lulu next week, who is the artist. I think that's it for tonight, guys.
Feel free to DM us or comment and let us know if you have any questions. If you're watching this later and have some questions, feel free to throw a comment on there and let us know, and we'll answer back and help you out. And yeah, this was super fun.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can't wait for next week. Bye.
See ya.